I push kids into the college arena, I do recognize the need for other kinds of training programs. For example, we live in the Carolina Low Country area. Historic homes, housing, building, the return of trades to school, for example. Not every child is going to go to college. Not every child wants to go to college.
Absolutely.
Heck, I could almost say that not every child is college material. However, that does not say that you cannot learn to be a great carpenter or a great bricklayer or a great electrician. But if those things aren't offered to you while you're in school, I think that when those things were offered in public education, we had a lot more people going out and contributing economically to the community because they had something to share.
Right.
The key point that Leroy makes is that those are professional skilled trades that pay a very high wage, and those skills are transferable. You can take them anywhere in the country. And if we're about economic development, real economic development here, we are needing to attract the kind of industries that are able to pay those kind of wages. We primarily live in a service industry here in Charleston that have basically part-time workers who pay low wages with no benefits. But in order to attract those businesses that pay those kind of wage to this community, it gets back to something that we are talking about time and time again here in this session, is that we have to have education, whereas we can demonstrate to those prospective employers and those businesses that if you come here, you're going to have a qualified workforce to come and work in your place of business.
And in addition, entrepreneurship
Yes.
is another facet that needs to also be brought to the table. I mean, historically speaking, there was a rich tradition of black ownership in the early 20th century.
Absolutely. Well, the thing about it is that, you know, when it was that we basically lived in segregated communities, you had to conduct your business in the black community. So there was a need and a response to creating those businesses. Where we are right now, again, according to the State of Black America Equality Index report, is that African Americans are at about 54% of where white Americans are in terms of owning their businesses. One of the greatest barriers to developing African American businesses is lack of access to capital. And so the Urban League has created entrepreneurship centers around the country, and potentially that's a model that we can pick up on here in Charleston. But the reason why most businesses fail is because of lack of capital.
Right.
Okay. And so, in order to start a business, you have to have a blueprint, roadmap, if you will, in terms of how it is that you intend for that business to work and what the steps are going to be. When it is that you're able to have a solid business plan, that puts you in better position to go to potential financial institutions that are going to support your business and your American dream, if you will. What needs to be done is understand this. We will never recognize our true potential as a community of people, whether that be in the city of Charleston, whether that be the state of South Carolina, or whether that be the United States of America, until all of us are able to realize our full potential. Exactly. Barack Obama becoming president is a step towards achieving the dream. But having everyone participate equally in the process is ultimately achieving the dream. And I think that that's where we're needing to go, not only with business development, but also as it relates to economic development, education. As it relates to healthcare, as it relates to all those things that determine how well you do in this situation or environment called American society. All of the things that we've talked about here this evening are critically important because they're all related. as Georgette says, it's not one organization in and of itself. It's about a collaborative effort that needs to be brought to bear so that we can have a different kind of influence in hopes of having a different kind of outcome. Leroy touched on something earlier that I think is extremely important that we make note of. He talked about poverty. If it is that we can start addressing poverty, then we will have an opportunity to address all of those other areas, such as economic development, such as education, such as understanding the importance of our history. As Barack Obama said, it's not about the top down, it's from the bottom up. Yes. And it's about us getting down in the community and engaging folks so that they understand the role that they have to play and the investment they have to make in helping us all come together and make our community stronger, more vibrant, and as productive as it can possibly be.
Absolutely. Great stuff. And we want to thank you all for joining us. And remember, the responsibility is in you, yourself, your community, and the building of our city. Thank you very much for attending our candid discussion, and we look forward to having you back again.
Okay, thank you for having us.
Thank you so much, Gary.
Quite welcome.